Oh, I just realized I'm only looking at friend activity. How do I look at all the ratings? Sorry, I've just been bashing my Goodreads friends. I'm an asshole. Hey, it's Sue.
And Megan, the Spine Breakers.
And today we are going to be reacting to 1-star reviews of some of our favorite books.
Yes.
I saw Julie from Pages and Pens do this most recently, and I know that there's, I think several other people have done it as well. And we're going to be drinking Omar Porter from Crane Brewing, which is in somewhere up near Kansas City, Raytown, Mo, which is like right outside Kansas City, I believe. And it's named after a little black cat. It says it's named for the sweet little black cat who was kind to all that knew him. Isn't that precious?
Adorable. Not bad.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what book do you want to do first?
Let's do maybe The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet first.
Okay.
Because we can't shut the fuck up about that book enough.
And we're obviously looking at the Goodreads reviews.
Right. Go ahead. My dog is throwing like a fucking fit because I won't let him jump up here.
He's like, Mimi, I'm the star of the channel. You kind of are, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you can sort by 1-star reviews. I tried to figure it out earlier, but I couldn't, so I guess we'll just scroll through. Here's one. Murphy.
See, he just...
Oh shit, it's long.
Oh damn,
Let's just
pick some parts of it.
Okay.
We'll react to parts of it.
This was really, really not my cup of tea, and I threw in the towel 2/3 of the way in. I was surprised at how disappointing it was, given that I picked it up on the basis of normally dependable Adam Roberts' recommendation and blah blah blah.
Okay, you're better past it. Come on. Come on. Nope. Good. There we go.
Okay, it says the wafer thin plot could be summarized as a bunch of super best friends have a wizzo time poodling. I've never heard the term poodling before. Poodling about the galaxy, eating food, and learning trite lessons on the importance of diversity and zero tension or conflict. Seems the author's trying to emulate Joss Whedon and Associates. So basically they think it's like
a fluff
shallow and trite.
Yeah. I tend to disagree. I think that there was some conflict and tension with the cultural backgrounds of the characters, and I think they overcame them in mature and human ways.
Yeah.
So, you can poodle around my dick.
Okay, here's another one. Also DNF at 60%, it says.
Sidebar.
Also wrote a novel about it. Thanks.
You do not get to write a novel about how much you hated a book if you didn't even fucking finish it. Finish the goddamn book and then write your novel.
Okay.
This has been my PSA.
This person said they describe it as a cross between Farscape and Disney fairy tale.
Oh.
I don't know what Farscape is. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. Character-driven sci-fi should have proper characters and character development, not Care Bears and alien costumes. It was too naive, too nice, polite, warm, and accepting. What's wrong with being nice, polite, warm, and accepting?
Everything.
They expected something with the depth of Le Guin's books. Le Guin's books ain't that great, okay?
What a pretentious statement.
And blurbs news, because I was still under the impression of much better character-driven sci-fi. Planetfall. You've read Planetfall, haven't you?
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that that was better than The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by any means. I don't even know that I would say that it was super, super character-driven, really. I mean, there's definitely a plot to it.
Well, they end to say, maybe I'm just too much of a cynic to swallow something this warm and sweet. So...
Well, maybe you are.
There seems to be a theme of people writing very long-winded reviews, negative reviews of this book. It says, Long Way is a concept piece. It's a reaction to traditional space opera. La la la. Basically, she seems to say the same thing, that it's like
everyone's
shallow and too nice, and yeah. So that seems to be the theme of people just thinking it's too
shallow
nice.
and too nice.
too nice and pleasant, because apparently that's not allowed in sci-fi.
No.
Sci-fi is not allowed to be nice and pleasant. Here's another one. Oh, surprise, surprise.
Another fucking
It's also fucking long as hell. Basically, it's a lot of people comparing it to other sci-fi and thinking that it doesn't measure up. So this person says that it's no Dune or Ancillary Justice. No, it's a totally different book.
It's a different book by a different author. So I suggest if you'd like to read Dune, I don't know.
Also,
read Dune.
They had an issue with the characters' names. Which is silly. Basically, the gist of everyone's negative reviews have been this book is too sweet and nice.
Yeah, and it's not other sci-fi books. Insert sci-fi author here.
Yeah. Well, what book should we do next?
Let's do Lilith's Brood.
This is Lilith's Brood by Octavia Butler, which is a whole series. It's a trilogy.
Great.
But this person says, I don't like rape or forced behavior in my books, and what happened to these people is rape.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, accurate.
How was drugging and sexually abusing the humans helping them? It makes no sense, and it made it so that they could not stand the touch of their human's mate. They were not given a choice. It's sick. Lilith forced it on her human mate. Of course, she was sexually active, and with three of the alien monsters, I would have cried no tears if she died. I care not what anyone says what happened to them was rape because they did not consent to it, didn't want it, and does not help them survive in the new Earth. If the humans were sterile, I think the aliens made it so. This author is an acquired taste.
Well, the aliens did make it so.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I think that this is a case of just a whoosh.
Yeah.
Because, yes, it is rape.
Yeah,
like, what happens is rape in the book, and
yeah.
that's part of the point.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... I
feel like perhaps
not to be one of those people that's like you didn't like it because you didn't understand it. Because she does say she doesn't like rape in her books, so
right.
regardless,
and that's fair,
or
I don't really
he or she, I don't know.
Right. Which is fair because I don't particularly like rape scenes and things either.
Right. So
so that's legit.
They still might not have liked it either way.
Right.
But it seems that they didn't quite get what Octavia Butler was trying to do there.
What Queen Octavia was doing.
Scrolling. Not as many 1 stars for this one. Okay, here's one. Short and sweet. Said, I tried and tried. When it got to the alien sex part, I couldn't handle it anymore.
Not everyone's into tentacle sex,
you know, not everyone's
I get it. That's
into
fine.
Weird alien sex.
And
I mean, I would urge someone to look past it and look at the bigger picture.
I would as well. But if you can't, you can't, you know? I do like that, like, she didn't finish the book, but she just said, like, I didn't finish it and here's why. It wasn't a long, windy review. It was just, I don't like the alien sex. I can respect that.
Okay, here's a somewhat long-winded review that says it's just a badly written book. I don't think so, Tim.
Tim?
Their name's not Tim. I was
like, what?
I was being Al Borland from the show Tool Time.
Oh.
Not a super well-known reference, I guess. I don't
know, man.
It says there's not much reason to get emotionally involved. I disagree.
Same.
It says the fact that the humans are required to have three-way sex with aliens is just fundamentally so disturbing. I feel dirty after reading. It is disturbing.
It is. I mean, and that's part of the reason why you would potentially get emotionally involved.
Yeah.
You know, that's disturbing.
What if the Earth hasn't been conveniently destroyed? What if the Oankali did things humans would consider morally repellent? Let's have some real choices here.
I think part of the point is that there isn't much of a choice. Like, that's kind of...
Yeah.
Poorly written, my dick here.
I know. I will fight someone.
Poorly written.
Okay, and this person said there's a certain type of sci-fi and fantasy where it seems the author gets so caught up in some theory of what if that they forget to tell their story. Stuff simply happens because isn't this idea just so neat? Sometimes I'm okay with that. However, this is a book built on the premise, what makes a human human, and in that case I need my human characters to vaguely resemble actual humans. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's kind of long.
Yeah. I mean, I think the human characters did resemble actual humans.
I think so too.
I mean, eventually when they crossbred with aliens, yeah, I mean, not so much.
Right,
but,
yeah.
You know, I think that Octavia Butler's point was less that, like, isn't this concept cool, and more like, let's explore some social things. Like, let's explore some social phenomenon and some issues.
Right. Should we go to a different book?
Yeah.
I'm not finding any more 1-star reviews. Anyway, because Queen Octavia is just that damn good.
Octavia is that damn delightful.
What should we do next? Bird Box?
Bird Box.
We both liked that one a lot.
Bird
Box.
Bird Box.
We put out the trailer for the movie, the Netflix movie for Bird Box that's coming out. And of course, I saw comments that were like, this is just a ripoff of the or what's that movie called? The one
Quiet Place.
The Quiet Place. And I'm like, no.
Bird Box came first.
This came first. It was a book first.
Read.
You uncultured swine.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh, I finally found one, although they technically gave it 1.5 stars, but we'll count it.
We'll count.
They said 1.5 stars. I didn't like it. There's more. Hold on. Oh, wow, that was bad. The vast majority of the time, it was just tedious and boring as you plod slowly through stilted dialogue, short sentences, and repetitive motherly concerns / comments. You keep waiting for the creepiness, but it never shows itself, and eventually you just don't care anymore. At the very end, you finally move from boredom to overly dramatic, cheesy obnoxiousness. The main character, Mallory, has an extremely annoying habit of repeating herself when anxious, such as no, 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 or the baby's coming, the baby's coming, the baby's coming, or want to see my baby, want to see my baby. You get the idea. Unfortunately, she's anxious a lot. I was just anxious for it to be over. I disagree. I thought the book was very creepy, and of course she's anxious because of the situation she's in.
Right, and I think
that's
the short,
understandable
dialogue is part of them, like, trying to fucking be quiet.
Yeah, and I thought, like, not seeing the monster was even creepier than if we had seen it.
I agree. And, like, I didn't realize how creepy that book was because I read it, like, in a day, and I was like, yeah, that was really good. But then, like, I woke up the next morning, and it was dark outside, and I didn't want to look out my windows.
Yeah.
Like, it fucked with my head a little bit. Especially that one scene in the house.
Here's another one. This says, ugh, what horrible wasted potential. It's kind of long, so I'll just summarize it. Basically, they had an issue with the pregnancy. They said things about it were unrealistic.
Okay.
They also had an issue with the way the wolves were portrayed. So they don't claw you when they attack. And they don't bark. I mean, I don't remember that part of the book.
I don't
so
either.
Can't really comment. I've also never met a wolf.
Well, this person is a pregnancy and wolf expert.
Yes.
So.
And then they said, blech, I'm just sick of the whole damn thing at this point. Well, I'm sick of your review. Moving on!
Moving on!
The person found it ultimately unsatisfying and not at all what they were hoping for. And it has their biggest pet peeve ever in books, which is writing kids, but they aren't children, just making them say mommy every few sentences. Okay, that's
alright.
Like, the kids weren't very well developed characters.
No, they were kind of just plot pieces, I think.
Yeah. And they also had an issue with not seeing the creatures, which, again, I think that actually added to the creep factor to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, should we do another book?
Let's do another book. I'm gonna do The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
Here's a 1-star. It says, in certain crowds, my rating and the words I'm about to write, well type, would probably get me shot. But The Hobbit is still one of the most boring books I have ever read. Tolkien's writing seems so dry and impersonal, though I can't deny he had a lot of fascinating ideas. Bitch, he takes you on an adventure. An adventure, a journey. There's a guy who turns into a bear.
If they think The Hobbit is dry, then definitely don't try The Lord of the Rings.
Dude. There's a guy who turns into a bear.
Yeah. They ride on eagles.
There's fucking dwarves and shit. I don't know what you do for fun, ma'am, but let me tell you, that's a fucking adventure. It's a delightful adventure.
That might be the only 1-star review for The Hobbit.
Revois. Lots of 5-star reviews, though.
We just pick another book.
Let's pick another book.
Yeah. You can't find any more 1-star reviews. Okay, so this is White Oleander by Janet Fitch.
Yes. Matt says, this is a horrifying book, not necessarily for the story's content, which is horrifying, but for its plot execution, characterization, and particularly its overcooked writing.
I disagree on all counts.
Lord, he has it broken down into numbered points. Okay, so I'm sure that as most of the teenage girls grow up and mature, they'll see White Oleander for what it is, an immature novel masquerading as high literature, and I sincerely hope that no more young women identify with Astrid in any way. That's the real tragedy.
Because I'm sure Matt knows exactly what young women go through.
Matt is a young woman expert.
Here's another fella. So this guy says, gritted my teeth to get through this and see what happened. The story itself is interesting, but the writing was so fussy and melodramatically overwrought that I wanted to toss the book away. Kept going only because I wanted to understand people's strong response to it. Matt, is this you in disguise?
Matt, do you also go by Michael?
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's been so long since I read it that I don't remember anything about the writing style, so I couldn't really comment on that, but I mean, I loved it when I read it, so clearly I didn't have any problem with the writing style.
I enjoyed the writing style.
Here's another one. I only wish there were a star less than one. Oh, ouch.
Damn.
I wish I could remove stars. I wish there were a star deficit rating. This book almost made me give up reading altogether.
Whoa.
Wow, very dramatic.
Very dramatic.
It is definitely the last book I trusted from Oprah.
Damn it, Oprah.
I still think she owes me money and those days of my life back. It was page after page of the most depressing writing I've ever read with absolutely no payoff. I thought it ended on like a very hopeful, pretty nice note. And realistic.
Yeah, and sometimes in life there's no payoff.
And also, what did you expect from Oprah? Every Oprah's book club book is depressing as shit.
Real talk. Also, just because a book is depressing doesn't mean it's bad.
That too. Okay, here's another one. After hearing so much about this Oprah acclaimed book, Oprah has some real influence here. Mm-hmm. I finally sat down to read it. The plot has...
Noodle, you're not for roast, bud.
You're interrupting me.
Calm your shit.
It's very rude. The plot had some major potential, and I was getting really interested right when the protagonist landed in a horrible foster home. Okay, I'm not going to read all the spoilery things.
Right.
This person it was a little too risque for them, I guess. Oh. Said, I stopped reading after the 5th or 6th F-bomb. Really? Really?
I feel sad for those kind of people.
And a lot of R-rated sexual slang.
Oh my.
Stuff one might read in a high school bathroom stall.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm sure it's a really good plot, but I couldn't tell ya. I gave it 1 star for profanity and lewd material.
Oh, Jesus. I am so sorry for your life.
Oh. There is some stuff in this book that I can understand people having a problem with.
There's some fucked up stuff in this book. So that's, reasonable, but...
Yeah. Reasonable.
Yeah.
This person says, I don't read many books that I end up throwing across the room in disgust as I'm reading them. This was one. What is up with adults writing about children in disgusting ways? If it's supposed to be artsy, well, I just don't get it, and I'm not sure that I would want to.
It's not supposed to be artsy. It's fucking tragic, man.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that it's, she's a kid in the foster system.
Right. It's not like fucking Lolita here. Like,
right.
It's a tragic tale of a... Well, some parts of it are tragic.
Yeah. But it's like, it's not pretty, and it's not supposed to be pretty.
Nah.
Should we do one more?
Let's do one more.
One more.
One more.
If this will work. Goodreads is being a dick right now, because Goodreads sucks.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah, I wish there were a better...
It's awesome in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Oh, Goodreads isn't responding.
Yeah, no, we fucking gathered that. Thank you. Balls.
Oh, now it's gonna go. Let's just...
Oh, hell. Call it. Fucking shit.
So, that was us reacting to some 1-star reviews of some of our favorite books.
What do you guys think? Did you agree with the 1-star reviews?
Yeah.
Did we deeply
agreed with us.
Offend you in any way?
Yeah. What do you feel about some of these books?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, are you offended?
Did I
F-bombs?
Did I read one of your reviews when I was just reading my friend's ones?
Just fight me. I'm just kidding.
If they're offended by too many F-bombs, then they're sure as fuck not on our channel.
Nah, son, they're in the wrong place if they're watching us.
So I like this porter. I think it's good. Omar's pretty delightful.
Not too shabs.
I'm into it.
Yo.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. I gotta roll off for a second. We'll see you next time.
Bye.